Hey there, my name is Pravus, and welcome to more Against the Storm! The last video was kind of a doozy. It was looking really bad for a while, took a lot longer than we thought it was going to, and we were on the verge of losing, but pulled out a clutch victory at the last second. I feel pretty proud of that, though it obviously shows I have a long way to go before I'm going to master this game. So where do we set up next time? We could go for this fertile grounds over here. However, no human caravan is kind of a deal breaker. Humans are the best farmers, and this provides lots of farming opportunities, so it's kind of a waste not to have a lot of humans along the way. Let's try going this direction, a bit closer to these question marks. Maybe that ends up being useful at some point. I'll go with the beavers and with the harpies. So on this map, let's go for a pioneer difficulty instead of veteran. Last time kind of took a lot out of me, and I'm looking for something a bit faster. The marshlands mean we're very good at gathering, and we can find really big resource nodes in Forbidden Glades. When we cut down trees, we'll get mushrooms and leather this time, okay. There is both coal and copper on the ground, fine, but not things like reeds or berries or herbs and stuff. We need to remember that. There's grain, there's clay, there's insects, there's meat, there's mushrooms. All that stuff. Honestly, this wouldn't even be a bad map for just having lots of lizards, actually. And we just go for that instead. So we can do some farming, just try to remember this is what we're working with here. So I'm going to bring along a bit of extra lumber, and let's try bringing along some, we got stone and clay, so we're not missing anything there. I'll bring along, I guess, maybe some stone. I don't know. We can maybe set up some larger roads off the bat. Here we go! Hopefully this goes a little bit better than last time. Maybe a little bit less frantic? I don't know. So our modifiers. The Forgiving Crown. Gain a free cornerstone reroll for every reputation point gained during a drizzle. That could amount to a lot of rerolls. Forest Offerings. Some inhabitants are grateful for my efforts. During a drizzle, every solved or dangerous event gives me random raw food. So we want to solve events during drizzles specifically. At hostility levels 4 and 5, bad things are going to happen. The villagers are going to consume extra food. Villagers are going to, again, consume extra food. And they take longer breaks, which means they're going to eat more food. Wow, okay, so don't let ourselves get up to hostility level 4. That's what I'm learning out of that. Okay, let's set up some basic pathing along this way. It's just kind of what I always am going to end up doing. For our starting buildings, what do we get? Jerky would be very good for me. We have lots of lizards, so I would like to be able to do this. We'll get plenty of meat. I'm going to go ahead and pick that up right off the bat. Ranch, another source of meat and leather. We're going to get leather just by chopping down trees, though admittedly, probably not very quickly. So that's a thing. We could plant our own berries, since that's something we're otherwise not able to do, though skewers is another form of pretty decent food we can use to give to the lizards and make them happy. So what's better here? You know, we probably need a trapper's camp in order to get the meat and insects and stuff consistently anyway. I feel like that's something we're going to need. So let's go ahead and pick that one up. Leather worker for water skins? Maybe. I do feel like a lumber mill is always a good choice, though. It's just so good to have a lot of planks coming in, you know? Let's go ahead and pick that one up. Seems reasonable enough to me. Forget these roads over here. Didn't want that after all. All right. So, we're still going to have to go for some woodcutters, even though we didn't start with any beavers. How about we go for one there, and looking for another good spot. We'll just go ahead and place one here for now. Get those built up. So the smokehouse is there. The lumber mill needs bricks and stuff. In order to get that running, we're still going to need a crude workstation, I'm afraid. So we'll do that. And then the trapper's camp can get me some eggs. Let's set this up for now. I think that's going to be fine. Okay, we're getting this all built up really, really quickly. No problem. Let's assign somebody to get some food. Plus, we'll go ahead and assign at least a few people to chop down some trees. At least until we get some beavers. I've never actually had a game where I haven't had beavers. I wonder if that can happen. I mean, it can, obviously, but still. What does the lizard do if it's the Firekeeper? Global Resolve. Interesting. Okay. I mean, that's kind of nice. We can afford to have somebody over here working on some planks, fabrics, bricks. We need all of those in order to get my big buildings up and running. Hey, look, sources of meats and a lot of leather. I like that. We get our first cornerstone. What are we going to get today? An artifact infused with the Holy Flame. Hostility from woodcutters decreased by 6. Really good, actually. That's fantastic. Gain a villager every time we discover a new glade. Wow, okay. And then local taxes. Villagers give you every last piece of amber for a decent pint of ale. Huh. Okay, so either the long-term play of keeping hostility low, or gain villagers so we can start ramping up fast. You know what? Let's do the flame amulets for fun. Let's just do the flame amulets for fun. It'll be fine. Who's worried? All right, what kind of orders we got? Objective, keep the lizards happy above 10 resolve for 30 seconds. Well, I'd love to do that. Instead, we're going to just go ahead and get a glade opened up. Scavenger and stonecutter. Sure, we've seen that before. Sell goods, get tools. Sure, we'll do that instead. That's better. And then sell more goods, get more stuff. Pack of crops. Yeah, we could be better at that. This will let me be better at farming, but I like the idea of doing this. All right, we're going for another trade build, apparently. Gosh, it's night and day how much easier some of those are than the ones you have in veteran difficulty, for real. Wow, it really is obvious how much worse the lizards are at chopping down trees than the beavers. Like, we're really having a hard time keeping my fuel under control. Granted, it would help if I had more workers over here, but you kind of get the idea. It definitely got a lot harder all of a sudden there, didn't it? Low on fuel, huh? Yeah. We're working on it. All right, time for the storm to hit me again. Yeah, there we go. And that is a completely manageable resolve. Not a big deal. Not surprising, though. We're still only at hostility level 0. I think this grows at kind of an exponential rate. So you lose a little bit of resolve just for being in the storm, but then, like, if it's level 1, you lose, I think it's like 4. If you're at level 2, it goes down to like 8. If you're at level 3, it goes by 16. Level 4 minus 32, like something like that, right? It ramps up really, really quickly if you're not paying attention. Hey, look, more people. Harpies. Okay, so I guess we're getting harpies on this map. Honestly, I think it's going to be beaver, harpy, and lizard this time around. So, again, no humans. Do we need the amber? If I sell goods, yes. But people are helpful to me right now. So I think we're going to go ahead and use my eggs. And we're going to go ahead and welcome them to the team. Okay, more people are going to join us. Oh, look, humans after all. No beavers at all? Uh-oh. Well, suddenly I feel a little bit scared, but okay. Humans it is. Cornerstone. Trade hub. Gain reputation every time you sell goods worth 60 amber, but the reputation gained from resolve is slow. You know, I so rarely get enough reputation from resolve. I feel like this is kind of fine, but it means we want to go for a very trade-focused build this time. Alternatively, houses have more people. That's pretty good. And then rigorous training makes scouts efficient. That's only for brawling. You know what? All right, trade it is. We're going to go ham on this thing. So we're not going to gain resolve very much by making these people happy, which is unfortunate given how happy the humans apparently are. Holy crud. Why are you guys so stinking happy? I don't know what I did to make you so happy. Oh, it's the clothing. That's kind of cool. Anyway, yeah, so, okay, fine. We're not going to get much out of that, though. It's all about the trade game. A whole extra reputation every time you trade 60 amber. That's a lot, for the record. 60 amber is a lot to trade off. But maybe we can do it. Okay, we can turn in some rewards. That gets me 4 more people. Wow, that's pretty quick. New orders. Trade goods. Well, I was planning on doing that. We go for the glades. That's worth tools. I like that. But I really like the idea of being able to produce extra packs of goods. That just makes all this so much more efficient, especially if I am going for trade. So let's pick that one up. And then solve 2 dangerous or forbidden glades to get some stuff. Or have clothes fulfilled for a while make fabric a lot better. Ooh. I do like the idea of being more effective at producing fabric. But I also really like tools. But we might be able to produce these eventually. Let's think about that for a second. Do I still have clothes? I've only got 4 left, so without a way of producing it, that may or may not happen. Let's take a look at what building we're going to get. Plantation, herbalist camp, ranch, or a small farm. Wow, okay, none of that does anything for me here. So the ranch for meat and leather and stuff, I mean, we could. It's not very good, but it would work. That would give me food consistently, but I don't feel like the issue here is food. I'm going to reroll. Flour, okay. Bricks, cooperage, scribe. I feel like out of all of this, either the rain mill or the brickyard is the way to go. Being able to produce bricks and pottery and stuff will be nice. Crystallized dew means I'll be able to start making my own tools eventually. Flour if we do start farming out some grain, and then also more building materials for trade. I'm leaning toward getting the brickyard, though. I think we'll do that. It's pretty decent. I mean, 2 stars on a bunch of different goods is pretty good no matter what. That's always a good thing. Yeah, I'm very low on fuel. This is going to become a problem. This is going to become a really big problem. Found some more stuff over here, but it's not the stuff I was going for, so that's not going to do me a lot of good, huh? It would probably help if I stopped using up my wood producing planks at a very inefficient rate. And I actually don't think we even need more of this fabric. You know, let's just turn this off in general for a minute. So we can set up a lumber mill now. I've got the materials. No, I don't. I need to get, some bricks. Okay, hang on. What can we make this out of? Stone. That'll work. Let's go ahead and start producing some of those. If we can get a lumber mill, at least our lumber goes a much, much, much longer way. 3 for 2 instead of 8 for 2. Yeah, all right. Since fuel's been a major concern, that seems like an obvious choice. Let's do that. Okay, we've opened up the glade where we find some living matter. If we get rid of this, we'll get some dew, some sea marrow, and some parts. Okay, yeah, no, we're gonna do this. We could kind of let it go, and it'll sort of grow on its own and maybe create more masses, but I'm not willing to risk this eating up all my food. Let's get rid of that. Found a load of mushrooms plus some bugs, more meat. There is a coal deposit and some copper. Okay. That's good. And then a medium cache full of food, herbs, clay. Well, I'm not sure I'm going to use that right now, but alrighty. So yeah, the copper and the coal are both right here. Out of curiosity, if I put a mine on both of these, would I get both resources? Somehow I doubt it would work that way, but that would be nice. Let's go ahead and place down a smokehouse over here. That's going to take some of my insects or meat, I don't care really which, and turn that into jerky, which will be worth a lot. Also, my lizards tend to like working in this because it's a nice warm building. They like working anywhere that has heat, basically. Forges, smokehouse, whatever. Doesn't matter too much. So producing that food should actually make everyone happy. Humans, lizards, and harpies all eat jerky. That's going to be a massive amount of reputation. I'm kind of starting to regret picking up the trade hub, where I would get less reputation, because right now we're actually kind of on track to go for a very, very high resolve build. What new cornerstone are we going to get? Safe haven, minus 40 hostility for every hub upgraded. To neighborhood specifically, so we'd have to go to level 2. It's not bad. I mean, reducing hostility is great. Global resolve for every 3 levels of standing with other settlements and trade routes? Okay. Or herb production. Well, if we're going to be doing a lot of trade, out of curiosity, does this stuff specify sell goods worth 60 amber? It doesn't say it has to be with a trader that comes to me. I assume trade routes could still work. If that's the case, that's a lot of global resolve. That's not bad. Let's pick that one up. As far as some more people, I don't really need the herbs, really, but, all right, yeah, let's just go ahead and pick up this. This is fine. The good news is we actually have human shelters. That is something that was unlocked. So I've got this, I guess, for everything from here on out, which ain't half bad. We can place down a couple of these things. It does take some bricks, but provides the housing for the humans and makes them happy as well. We have upgraded our hearth because I got some decorations down here, so that gets me just a smidge more happiness out of this arrangement. Not bad. We need to get a trading post going, so let's do that. We're going to move the woodcutter's camp elsewhere for the moment. Let's say up over here is fine. And we'll place the trading post down over, I guess, this way. So at least we can find out what kind of goods people are asking for. There's the human house. That's going to boost people up to 23 resolve now. Wow. You can see the jerky starting to go around. People are happier. And we cut into this. Okay, wasn't planning on that, but there we are. So, what do you want? Stuff I don't have. Oh, goody. Okay, so this fuming machinery, if left alone, is going to destroy everything in a 10-field radius. Everything, huh? Well, that's a little spoopy. Okay, so I need to get 6 tools or something. Maybe some bricks. Bricks would work. Sure, hadn't planned on it. We could use up some stone. I don't have a lot of stone to go around is the only problem, though. So this would get me 4 more bricks. That is not enough. Okay, what would get me some tools? Trade wood. Oh, we forgot to get another order. I never did pick this up, did I? Ha, 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 ha. Yeah. Okay. Well, darn. I could have made more progress toward this. Let's just pick up the tools, I guess. I don't know, when in doubt. Should be fine. I really wish I had picked that up earlier. That was so dumb of me, but okay. Trader arrives. What do we got? Tools? Spark Dew is cheap. Hang on, maybe I could just buy some. 16 is all I would need? Yeah, that's an option. So we could buy 16 Spark Dew for 1.6. That's very, very little. I could sell off some sea marrow, and that would work. Maybe toss on just a smidge of wood. Boom. Okay, we'll do that. That gets me what I need there. So using that, we will now send some humans over here, and we are going to keep the goods, get wine for ale production. Maybe. I kind of want to get things with the wildfire essence, though, and the crystallized dew, so that's why I'm going for this. Okay. We'll clear that sucker out, then. That's going to be fine. Anything else you got that really matters to me? Gain copper ore and wood for every opened cache. Wow. Pigments or construct faster? Well, I'm not going to get 19 amber anytime soon, so I think this is probably the best I'm going to get with you. We'll just kind of leave that be. Trapper camp, no deposits nearby. Good news is there's a lot of other stuff to eat, so just move down over here. Problem solved. See how easy that was? Fun trick, by the way. If you hold down the Alt key, you can drag over here, and it actually will not highlight the last row of trees before opening up a glade. It's a really good way to kind of get ready to open a glade on a minute's notice if you need to, but still chop down stuff and make progress in that direction. Pretty good way to go. Anyway, alright, so we can't find any more stone. Nope, never mind, we did find some stone. It's up over here. Alright, so we'll need that. Would like to get some more pathing built out over here just so people move faster. Is this a bunch of coal? It sure is. Okay. So if we need fuel, a better way to go might be to set up a mine right over here. Yeah. I do want to chop down some trees here, though, and just see. I just want to find out. If I were, maybe, to set up a mine here, can I get both copper and some coal at the same time? I really doubt it, but it'd be cool if I could. New orders have arrived. All right, Spark Dew. And produce more crystallized dew. Tempting. Reach level 2 in a settlement with a trade route. Get tools. So we're going to do this anyway, probably eventually. Maybe. Yeah, I think this kind of works for me. This is worth a lot too, though. Do I have anything that produces crystallized dew? I don't think so. Yes, I do. The brickyard. Oh, never mind. Yes. Okay, let's do that. Let's go for the dew here. This is basically an alternative to copper, so you don't have to get copper bars up and running. And then what's this? Welcome new villagers from camps in the glades. Get extra... Oh, yes, that's solid. Or cut through the forest to discover glades, ancient artifacts, global resolve. I like that. But I really like the idea of being able to get a lot of trade goods since we need to sell many, many, many amber worth of various different trade goods. So that's what I'm going to go for then. Might as well stock up on that. As far as our industry, we don't really have great ways of producing trade goods. Yeah, I don't have anything that's really able to do that yet. That's going to become a problem at some point for sure. Let's get a brickyard set up over here. And we'll also want to get a rain collector. And a rain collector will gather up the dew that I'm going to need in order to turn it into crystallized dew at the brickyard. So what kind of trade routes do we have right now? Oh, right! I can only trade with the Smoldering City. I forgot about that. Because the Blight Storm came through and wiped away all of my other settlements, I don't have any other trade routes. It's just the Citadel. Well, that's going to complicate things just a smidge. All right. If I had any provisions, I'd be able to do something about that. We will need to get a makeshift post just so I can start making some provisions so I can do trade routes so I can fulfill my goals here. On the plus side, we are actually getting a bit of resolve. On the downside, I kind of shot myself in the foot on that one. Whoops. Okay, no, it's probably fine. We are willing to use any of this stuff, like eggs and insects, to make some provisions. Let's go ahead and start making some of these. Limit, let's say 12. Don't make more than that. Don't waste my food. So let's set up that mine I was talking about right over here. We're going to find out what happens with this thing. Up it goes, and... looks like, yeah, we actually can produce both. Hey, I love that. All right, I don't know. Let's just go send my harpies to go do it. My harpies are going down in the mines. All right, the coal alone should really help get my fuel back up and running. That's great. So let's turn in this quest. That's going to get me some provisions plus the extra packs. That's good. And the tools. Bada boom. Okay, so with that done, we've got provisions. You actually can both stop working here now. We need trade goods, and let's go to the trading post and see if we can still sell things to... Ah, dang it, the Smoldering City changed what they want. Now I don't have any of these things. Hey! Fine. Just let us know when you change your mind about what you want. New building, what can I get? Rain mill, bakery, artisan, or a druid's hut? Well, it would be nice to be able to make things like barrels so I can make trade goods. Oil, I think, counts as well, but I don't know what makes oil. Is there a way to find out? A recipes panel. That's what I'm looking for. Grain can be turned into oil, so can meat and vegetables and plant fiber. Weird. Okay, actually, oil doesn't strike me as all that bad then. That's a good trade good that I can use for a lot of things at a druid's hut. Never tried this one before, but all right, let's go for it. That seems fun. New cornerstone. Over diligent workers gain barrels for every plank produced. Yes, that would work too. Also, gain resolve every time you finish a trade route. Yeah, no, we're not going to do the Ancient Pact. Yeah, more barrels, just free barrels for doing something I'm going to do anyway. That works great. All right, cool. What else? Humans, a little bit of copper. Meh? Let's just grab the humans. It's fine. Let's just grab the humans. All right, over here. Actually, this is alchemy, isn't it? Yeah, my harpies are going to be great in this job. Let's go ahead and swap some people out. At least a couple of them. Oops, and bring a couple of you over here, and we're gonna start producing some of that oil using a bunch of different things. Get my oil up and running, yo. This can be good. All right, so here, instead of pigment, oil and barrels will become packs of trade goods. Yes. By the way, I'm keenly aware that I still have not found any sort of fertile fields. That's gonna become a problem at some point. Let's get a trapper's camp up and running. I specifically want to start gathering some meat because that's going to turn into the oh-so-desired oil. So we'll do that. And I kind of wish that we had a ranch and stuff too. Whatever. We're good with what we've got right now. Let's not overthink it. Everything's looking fine so far. This is actually going really, really well. Trader is back. What do we get this time? Some various different foods. Pottery production. Woodcutters move faster. Grain production. If only I had a way of producing grain. We could buy grain. It's a very cheap way of getting more of that oil going. That said, interesting. Oil is worth less than grain. But I think that we're able to take like 2 grain and turn it into 5 oil. So it still ends up being a better deal as far as I'm concerned. Well, I mostly am supposed to sell some goods to you. I just don't really have a lot that I want to sell because we're trying to finish out some missions. So I think we just ignore you this time around, weirdly enough. Open up a glade, didn't mean to do that, but here we are. So what do we have here? An open vault. Uh-oh. So all woodcutters and gatherers get minus 14 resolve. Yikes. The crown doesn't like me tinkering with ancient relics. Impatience grows faster. But if we don't do anything about it, a miasma is going to kill every living thing in a radius of 20 fields. That's really large. It's going to kill everybody. Yeah, we have to deal with this. Sorry, Crown, but you leave me very little choice. We might have to stop cutting down trees and doing gathering. That's one thing that kind of scares me. Oh, boy. All right. Let's send them over, and let's get those ancient tablets and stuff. I mean, hey, we needed to have a lot of trade goods. Ancient tablets are a good way to do it. New orders? Yep, new orders. What do we got? Cleanliness. Yeah, I don't have a bathhouse or anything. Get a tavern? Okay, we're kind of banking on this, but if I can do that, that's pretty good. Really good if I had grain production, though. Mortar and pestles, cosmetics. I don't even know how to do that yet. All right, we're going to try cups and glasses, but I don't feel good about that one. Wood and provisions. Well, this should be easy and gets me a load of wildfire essence. This, on the other hand, takes longer, but 24 simple tools. Also pie production. So what's better? Easy? I think easy in this case. Only because I really need more reputation to unlock more buildings because I'm kind of running out of things to do. This is going to help a lot. So let's go ahead and pick that sucker up. New reputation. We can go for the provisions. That's going to be a lot better. Fabric or clan hall. I think we go for a provisioner. So if I'm going to continue doing provisions, we stop wasting our food with a terrible makeshift post. Yeah, this seems slightly better. We'll pick that one up. And then this makeshift post is going to go bye-bye. We can also turn in this quest as far as the spark dew is concerned, so now my brickyard becomes a lot more valuable to me. More reputation leads to smelter. No, I don't think so. Plantation, again, not useful if I can't find any fertile farms anywhere. Water skins, maybe, actually. And also this opens up luxury goods. You know, leather is something I'm actually able to produce. I think that's probably worth it. We're going for a very fabrication-heavy build this time around for trade goods. It's kind of interesting how night and day different this is. Not just in terms of difficulty, but literally in terms of objective and how I'm building my economy out. Completely different from the last video. Trade routes are complete, so let's go ahead and collect some of that. All right, one more and we'll get this leveled up. Sell off some eggs, send an ancient tablet to the queen. Ooh. Instead of getting only 8 amber from the trader, we could get 15 for doing that. Now, see, that is worthwhile. Very worthwhile. So if we can just finish up this whole open vault thing, that would be great, please. Oh, dang it. By the time we got the ancient tablets in, the season changed. Ah, no, I missed my opportunity. That sucks. All right, fine. We'll just sell what we can over here. Gosh dang it, for real though. That actually bites. The timing was just perfectly off. What are the odds? All right, another cornerstone. Training grounds. More lizard resolve from training gear. Even more goods. Oh yes. And then also gain pigment for insects. Actually not bad either, but I'm gonna go for the packs. That just makes everything more effective. So we can get some more people. Stone, clay, blah, blah, blah. This seems all right to me. And then we can also turn in this order since we've done enough trade stuff now. Get some more tools plus some more people. Beautiful. That looks great. And another building. Clan hall, temple, bathhouse, smelter. Well, we're looking for a tavern specifically. A tavern, not a temple or anything else. Bathhouse. I don't know what it takes to do this. This will give me cleanliness, which makes harpies happy. That's kind of it, though. Clan hall is good. Religion and brawling. Not bad. I'm pretty sure this would make both harpies and lizards happy from the brawling, and I think it makes the lizards and the humans happy from the religion. So, yeah, I think the clan hall is going to be the way to go. I'm not sure we have a way of getting the stuff we need to actually activate this from a leisure perspective, but, I mean, it's something. We have another round of goods sold. Let's deliver this, get some oil, some more people, more reputation, but not enough to get another building. All right. How are we doing on housing? Terribly, actually. Whoa, okay, hold on. We should probably get some housing stuff figured out. Holy crud, what is wrong with me? Got so many homeless in our town. Let's see, do we want to try cracking into some of this? The machinery would be good for the Citadel. I do want to send that back. That's a rare resource. It's worth getting these if you can. So I want to do that. Oh, hey, look. What do you know? Farming fields. Wow. Okay. So it turns out there was a point to doing some farming after all. Who knew? Just need a little bit more wood. There we go. Wooden provisions. Okay, we can get rid of all of this, get some wildfire essence, some parts, more people. Good enough, but it also gets me another one of these buildings. The brewery, man, again, if only I had, you know, the grain. Skewers and biscuits and pigment and stuff. There's the ranch. So this is where I would be able to get training gear and cosmetics. I do need training gear for the leisure, right? That's a thing? I mean, I could try a reroll, but I think I'm gonna give this one a go. Let's try the cooperage. And let's make sure that no one ever produces barrels down over here. That's not an option. Okay, got another dangerous glade. Hello, we know this Harmony Spirit Altar. I've seen you before. If we can get through you, this honestly ends up being really, really, really powerful. We've got enough tools to take advantage of this thing, too. Ooh. Tempting. What else we got here? A haunted herb garden. Well, that's just spoopy, isn't it? Okay. So, actually a way of getting some farming done and getting some herbs. I like that. We have a load of resources over here. Giant leech brood mothers. Gross, but also awesome. And then here, we could get some incense, which I don't really value that much. So I think it'd be better to spend some tools getting this up and running. Okay, we can turn this in. That gets me a few more tools, plus a little bit more reputation. We're one off of another building. We have a lot of issues right now with some very unhappy people who are looking to leave very soon. One easy way to get around that for now is just to stop antagonizing the forest, and we can stop chopping down all the trees. Never mind, that is not enough. Alrighty. Well, the only thing I can think to do would be to burn some extra lumber, but I don't have any extra lumber because we sent it all off to the Citadel. Uh-oh. Alright, odds are pretty good we're gonna lose a single harpy here. Not the end of the world, just kind of unfortunate. Unless the trader arrives with some really good stuff right now. Darn it. Oh well. Actually, of course that's not gonna happen. The trader refuses to arrive during a storm, which makes sense. Can't say I'm even mad about it. Villagers move faster on roads. Not bad. Better pigments or just gain 0.5 reputation for 20 amber. Okay. Well, I kind of like being able to move faster on roads. I think that's worth something. We're okay-ish on fuel. Not great on food. I do have some surplus goods I could sell off. Let's go ahead and do that. Get what? Some amber or something else? Do I have a way to actually do anything with this crystallized dew? I forget already. For now, let's just go ahead and grab at least a bit of amber. I think that'll be fine. Toss in a couple planks for good measure to get a closer deal. Boom. Do I have anything I can do with that crystallized stuff? We should be able to make tools, right? Maybe I didn't actually get a building that gets tools. I can make crystallized dew really well. I can make barrels out of crystallized dew. That's kind of it. It's not great. I'm used to having a building by now that would let me start producing tools, and I could really use some of that. All right, pick another cornerstone. Let's see. Every time we finish trade routes, we have temporary global reserve or resolve, okay? Or we can have the hostility go down every time we sell stuff. Yep, let's do that. Kind of makes me wish that we had gotten that before I sold everything, but that's okay. Lesson learned, you should always check. We'll go ahead and grab some of that, and then now we just need an ale and some taverns. Or, better yet, let's pick some new orders. So, produce some brawling. We'll be very good at producing training gear. See, this works for what I'm already doing, so that seems like an obvious choice. For this one, we would need 5 ancient tablets. Gain roots when I discover glades, gain some skewers. Or, have some tools and some building materials, get biscuits. I think deeper into the wilds is more likely to happen. We're only a couple of ancient tablets away. Ancient tableaus. We'll have those eventually. Let's get a clan hall set up, probably over this direction like so. And we'll be able to start getting that brawling up and running, because over here, the leather worker... No, not the leather worker. The cooperage, I am producing some of this training gear. And it only takes, like, some stone, or better yet, some crystallized dew, plus some planks. Which should be able to produce a pretty good amount of this stuff, like, really fast. So if we have a surplus of some extra people around, we can toss them into this clan hall, get a lot of extra resolve out of that. Alright, let's go ahead and collect a little bit more. We are level 2 at the Smoldering City. I actually did not pick up the order to get that, so that's not a big deal, but alright. I'm going to go ahead and start converting the Harmony Spirit Altar. It may not be worth an absolute ton, because I'm not sure I'm going to get things like a tavern or a temple or anything, but it does give me a little bit of extra global resolve from having things like the Clan Hall, and that's worth a little bit. Harpies are starting to get angry. The Haunted Herb Garden is actually reducing my global resolve every 50 seconds, so the faster we get rid of this, the better. Which, there we go, that solves that problem. Hooray! And now, I can actually start producing some herbs. What are we missing for this clan hall? Bricks. Of course we are. Yeah, that's why we got a brickyard. Yep, this is exactly why we have a brickyard. Let's go ahead and assign a couple of people over here. See, now we've reached that stage of the game again where I find that I've got too many people. More than I really know what to do with, and it becomes a little bit of a pain. Okay, another dangerous glade revealed, and the Totem of Denial. Okay, fishermen hate fire, do everything in their power to extinguish every flame in the world, block the ability to sacrifice goods to the hearth for 4 minutes. That's not a big deal. I'm kind of fine with that, and it gets me my extra tablets. Let's send oil, since I don't think I care too much about that. Do we want to convert this? A global resolve bonus? No, we want the salvage. So let's send some of our lizards to go and fix that up. What else did we find? Another abandoned crate worth some reputation, if only I can get some consistent tools. Plus stone, big stone deposits. All right, well, at least we found that. And our mine is out of ore. Now, see, that's unfortunate. Okay, well, no point in having anyone over here anymore, and mines cannot be relocated. You'd have to destroy this thing. So if we want to continue producing some coal, I'll need to get a whole nother one set up. Mine, where could I find some coal? I know there was more. There's some right here. Yeah, this is probably going to have to do. Also, hello, more farms. Right, yeah. Let's just go ahead and continue producing the coal. Honestly, I think the coal has been worth it. That thing has kept me alive since I'm very, very bad at producing timber without the beavers. I think I really underestimated how important those beavers were. Like, I don't know if I ever want to play a map without a beaver again. Let's assign some people over here for the brawling. I guess some lizards will do fine. So we got some training gear. This is going to turn into the brawling leisure, which makes people happy. Plus, we get the ancient ways, so all camp production, except for the woodcutters camp, has been boosted by 50%. Yeah, that seems pretty darn good, I'm not gonna lie. Seems really good. And yeah, you can see that's starting to have an impact on the resolve. That brawling is gonna make a big difference. It's keeping me afloat with the lizards and the harpies, despite the fact that we're at level 2 hostility during a storm. Not bad at all. This, yeah, I mean, I know we're playing on a lower difficulty, but this map is genuinely going way, way, way better than before. We might be about to jinx that pretty horribly, though. I'm gonna try cutting into this forbidden glade, a very dangerous one. Lots of resources to explore, though. Lots of treasure. Bit risky. We're starting to generate a tiny bit of resolve. Again, kind of really greatly regretting my decision to reduce that. Any more trade routes we can do? Yes, water skins are worth a bit. Let's go ahead and sell those off. Sure, why not? Another cornerstone. Extra leather production. Yeah, it's all right. Woodcutter is easy. Yes, please. We are so bad at getting wood. I need that. Oh my god, that's amazing. Let's see. Clothes would help the humans a little bit. Parts are nice, but I don't think I need it, so we'll take that. And we can turn in another order, and now we're even better at making our training gear. Hooray! Of course, now I got even more people to deal with, so less hoorays there, but that's fine. It's fine. We'll get there. So what's the next building I can pick up? The press for even better oil. No, thank you. Skewers, smelter. They keep giving me the smelter. They're really trying to give this one to me, aren't they? Like, they want me to have this so badly. They want me to have this. Scribe. None of these get me anything useful except for the ability to make simple tools. Do I re-roll or do I take this just to make my own? I re-roll. Let's see what we can get here. Houses, bathhouse, kiln, and a ranch. You know, I think we'll go ahead and take the lizard house. But we may need to set up another hearth because we don't have a lot of room to continue growing here. All right, what's in the glade? Whoa, a giant proto-fungus. Wow, it's got 1,000 mushrooms on it. Jeezums. What's this? A wildfire. Uh-oh, okay. Fuel in the settlement storage is disappearing at a very quick rate. It's gonna burn through all my fuel, huh? Wow. The mere presence of a fire spirit can cause spontaneous combustion, destroy all stored fuel. Holy crap. Okay. I like the idea of having the ancient extra tablets. I like the idea of the incense, because then I can fulfill my religion need at the same time. I like the idea of having this. It's a-okay with me if we spend my spark dew, because I got plenty of that to go around. 3 minutes. 3 minutes of losing a lot of items. Here goes nothing. Let's see what we can do. And then we have a large abandoned cache, which is worth extra woodcutter carrying capacity, but mostly I care about that reputation. We're kind of in the home stretch here. We're getting kind of close. If I were generating more consistent reputation, we actually would be a lot further along than we are right now. But this is looking all right. We can turn in these ancient tablets now. That'll be nice. So, extra stuff, skewers, blah, 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 reputation. All right. Fine. So all we're missing now is, well, a tavern. I would really love the ability to place down a tavern, guys. So Thur the Ancient has things for me. Longer drizzles, the herbalist camp, or lower hostility of the forest. Actually, would be very good for me right now. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up both of these, actually. Let's just go ahead and spend some amber doing that. I think it's worth it. I can sell off a load of these wildfire essences. I do not need nearly this much. So let's just buy a bit of incense for some religion need to make the humans happy. And then just a bunch of amber so I have it on hand in case I need it later. It's always nice to have a currency. So we have access to another building, last one. And I'm not gonna lie, that smelter is just taunting me and I hate it. I don't need any of these. I'm gonna do a reroll. Cookhouse, Explorer's Lodge, more brawling, education, fabric production, tavern! The tavern! Oh my god, it's finally here! If I'm honest, we did not need to keep these goods over here. Really was not necessary. Let's go ahead and try sending some stuff to the Citadel. Get a bit more of that reputation going for us. We got way more people than I know what to do with at this point. A little bit more reputation. This way we'll have just enough. We can go for a small cash, send that out of there. And I need, how much reputation? Actually, that's about exactly what I need. 1.5? Perfect. We are officially at checkmate. I just have to hold off a teeny little bit longer. Teeny little bit. This game takes longer than I thought, honestly. Back when I was doing some test games on this, maybe it's because I'm talking too much, I don't know. But I was taking like, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour. What I'm finding now is it's consistently taking about an hour and 15 to an hour and a half. Hence why I'm having to employ some jump cuts here. The videos will still go long, and it still is easier on me than having to go through and, you know, try to find out what to trim down in order to get down to 30 minutes. But yeah, this game definitely is taking a little bit longer. Taking a little bit longer, a lot longer even. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm having fun with this. I'm kind of hoping you guys are too. I like that giant proto-fungus, by the way. That's just like, it's a satisfying thing to say. Giant proto-fungus. Heck yes, man. Anyway, 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Bada boom. All right, a lizard settlements. 25 lizards. Heck yes. And we did 10 trade routes in total. That's 42 more food stockpiles for me. All right, not too bad overall. Obviously, could have been a lot harder. What is this thing? A monastery of the Holy Flame, fanatically egalitarian order. You cannot forbid food consumption and favor any species. Well, yeah, but do I get anything awesome for doing this? Yes, you get a load of machinery and whatever those, like, special, I don't know, pendant things are? That's pretty awesome. Okay, let's turn in these deeds, get some XP. That'll be enough to get me up to not quite level 8. Very close, though. That's fine. And as far as upgrades, yeah, these are what I'm talking about. Artifacts. That's it. That's the one. Let's see. Burning duration for all fuel types. Could do that. Or chance for bonus production yields. Yeah. Or that's kind of all I can do right now. Let's go ahead and unlock that one. And that's kind of it for right now. Yep. We need some special resources. All right. Well, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, make sure you hit that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.